how do I build muscle and how do I lose fat and do it in the healthy way? I'm guessing that's probably the bulk of what you do.
That's the number one question I get from any client or potential client.
And what is the answer?
Here's the thing. My number one thing is you have to be eating enough, because we know if we're not eating enough, our body is going to quite literally go into starvation mode. Our metabolism is going to stall. We're not going to be able to quite literally burn the amount of calories and also build that muscle mass that we want.
So we need to eat more.
We need to eat more
to lose fat.
Yeah. Protein is a huge focus. I know a lot of mixed thoughts and voice on the internet about like protein. Is it as important as we think? But I think if you're wanting to build muscle, it's obviously going to be the most important. So we want to be getting enough protein. And for me, kind of my rule of thumb is 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Anytime that I'm really trying to work on body recomp. And
that's a lot.
Is.
I weighed myself. Because I use the metric system, so I'm in kilos, but I'm 145 pounds.
Okay.
So that means I have to have 145 grams of protein a day. That's a lot.
It is. And I always say for women that realize they're not hitting that at all, like maybe they're hitting 75 grams of protein and they're like, I have to be eating double of that. Let's just focus on 100 grams minimum.
Yeah.
Let's start
grams
there.
Minimum. Okay.
So that's kind of where I say, like, if you're not getting any protein in, let's just try to hit that.
The biggest bang for your buck would probably do it in the morning, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Because I think it's one of those things where if you can really prioritize getting that protein in early in the day, it's less that you have to try to tackle.
Do women actually struggle with maintaining like efficient calories? Because all of my group of friends are asking me, how do I stop eating? I can't stop eating. So
that's what you find?
That's what I find amongst my group of friends.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. What I see is the majority of women aren't eating. Again, a lot of my community are moms that are, either stay-at-home moms, which I believe is the hardest job in the world, or they're juggling family and working moms that they look at 2 p.m. and look back at the morning and they're like, gosh, I haven't even eaten yet today. Kind of one of those situations. So I think it's both sides. Now I say, if you're in the position where you're like, well, maybe I don't know if I am eating too much or too little, I think tracking is one of the best tools that you can do.
Yeah, you do talk about blood work a lot. And I want to know, after we get through this nutrition segment, I do want to know what you're doing blood work wise, how often you're getting it done, why why you're empowered to be getting blood work. It's one of the things that I'm pushing so much onto my audience.
Blood work is quite literally the reason why I got my period back. I was able to kind of see a, broader overview and that really dial into like the specifics of where my hormones were at, but also kind of where I was deficient when it came to whether it was vitamin D or iron, and was really able to focus on supplements that I can add in my daily lifestyle to help, but also what kind of nutrient-dense foods that will better serve me.
We'll get there in a second. I want to know more about nutrition, okay? One thing that a lot of women, as you mentioned, are scared of is carbohydrates and probably fats. Let's just stick to 100 grams of protein. How many carbohydrates? How many grams?
Well, I can tell you what I'm doing right now.
By the way, if you can't see Sam, she's tiny.
Oh, get out of here. Well, thank you. I am eating kind of around 2,000 calories a day. I'm eating 160 grams of protein, about 160 grams of carbs, and gosh, the fats. I can't remember exactly.
But just knowing this is another added mental stress. For me, so I actually, for the first time, I downloaded this AI tracking app.
Oh, nice.
And so you take a photo, and I took a photo. Literally, I knew what was on my plate.
You all your macros.
I just did it for fun. I had 3 full eggs and 1 egg white. And I knew it, and it picked up on it. I was like, that's great.
Isn't that cool?
But I haven't done it since.
Yeah. So I think that, and I've heard that app, that's a great app. MyFitnessPal, I think, has a lot of foods in there as well too.
But who's got the time to be tracking this every day?
Well, and that's the thing. You don't have to do it every day, all day for the rest of your life. But I think that if you can dedicate and invest just 2 weeks of tracking, it's going to open your eyes to a lot of what you're doing. And it can be a great tool to figure out okay, I'm either not eating enough protein, I'm not eating enough carbs, I'm not eating enough fats, because we know all of those are very important, especially when it comes to hormone health. And maybe here's what I can do to change that. And just those 2 weeks of tracking can open your eyes to a lot of different things.
Fats like avocado,
olive oil, grass-fed butter, nuts. Those are all very important when it comes to hormone health.